Hi, welcome to Good Living by Design. We have a fun show for you today. We're going to talk about lighting options as we visit a lighting showroom here in Denver, then speak to Excel Energy about energy efficiency as far as lighting is concerned. We'll also show you some workouts that you could do at your home, as well as tips for organizing with the kids now that they're back in school. We'll end the show at two of my favorite restaurants at the Vistas in Park Meadows. All this today on Good Living by Design.
Hi, I'm working on a lighting plan for one of my clients, and this is where I find a lot of people make mistakes, so we wanted to talk a little bit about that today. Lighting has to serve three functions. The first is general lighting, and that's basically how you move about the space. It's a controlled light, so you're safe when you walk through a space, and it lights up the area for you. The second level or lighting is task lighting, and that's specific to the task that you're working on. That can be cooking in your kitchen, doing your homework, doing your checkbook. You need to have specific task lighting for that purpose. The third level of lighting is accent lighting, and that type of lighting is direct. You accent a niche, maybe a textured wall, a sculptural piece, or artwork. So those are the three levels of lighting that we work with our clients, whether you're working in a new home or your existing home. We're going to head out now to Urban Lights in Denver so we can find some more solutions to our lighting problems.
Welcome to Urban Lights. I'm Dave Nestor, and this is Urban Lights on Santa Fe. And we're delighted to be able to show you some fixtures that just bring wow and definition and bling to a space. Like this one, the Vertigo, comes to us from a designer in California. And behind that, another brand new release, a beautiful contemporary piece they call Raindrops. Come on through here and I'll show you some more. Here's a beautiful sculptured piece with halogen as its lamp source. And when we turn that on, we get some wonderful dimension that brings real drama to that piece. This collection of fixtures features designs that have actually been manufactured from recycled parts. The glass here is all recycled glass in bottles of one kind. We think it's not only environmentally friendly, but a terrific looking design. And this piece represents that minimalist urban loft feel that just defines the space very beautifully. Here's some great examples of shabby chic. These designs come from various parts of the country, even the world. This particular one is made in the Philippines and is done beautifully with style and finesse. This is a piece we call graffiti. It's a piece that would define any area, give you lots of bling, lots of sparkle. This piece makes a space, but let's talk about what really makes a space and take a look at some of those challenges out there that fill in the blanks behind wonderful looking statements like this one. Our customers often talk to us about their concerns in the kitchen, and what better area to talk about accent lighting, task lighting, and decorative lighting all in one setting. One of our recommendations for under cabinet lighting to light up those counter and workspace areas where you're preparing food, where you're doing the work of the kitchen, LED is one that we like to recommend, and tape lighting is particularly effective. We would like to think about the possibility as well about doing accent lighting in the kitchen. And not as often do we think about lighting, for example, toe kick space area with something like tape lighting, or even think about that area above the cabinets that would light from the top of the cabinet up to the ceiling. For decorative in that area, it's good to think about pendants, whether they be metal, whether they be art glass, or whatever seems to most fit your decor. And always, in all of our rooms, regardless of the room, we always recommend dimmers. In addition to dimmers, you might think one time about a room sensor that allows you the control of a light in a particular space to shut on and off as you have a need to do so. These days, we're all thinking about being energy conscious, and one of the newest technologies on the market that we have been most impressed with is this new generation CFL, compact fluorescent light bulb, which brings us to energy-saving lamps really in general. And for that, let's visit with the local Excel folk who can tell us just a little bit more about the programs they're offering.
We get a lot of questions from customers who are just starting out trying to make their lights more energy efficient. So we try to provide some resources for our customers when they're looking for CFLs or LEDs. We have a lot of information on our website. When you're looking to get started on switching out lights, you want to first look at your wattage and be cognizant of the fact that CFLs and LEDs have different wattages than incandescent bulbs. They use about 75% less energy, which means that a 100-watt incandescent bulb is really a 25-watt CFL.
Kim, you know, one of the questions we often get around this CFL bulb is whether they can dim this the way they dim their regular bulbs. And our understanding is that these don't dim very well. Is that right?
Well, that's correct. You have to buy a special bulb that is dimmable in order to use a standard dimmer with it. LEDs, on the other hand, they're a new technology and they perform really well in dimming applications.
And the one you're holding there is actually the new 60-watt, 100-watt, 75-watt incandescent bulb,
yes,
right? That's the new
exactly.
technology.
This is the new technology to come.
One of the interesting things is that, you know, when we pull a box with an LED floodlight in it, we don't even see it measured in hours anymore. They measure it in years. So typically we'll see 28 years, 21 years on the life of a bulb.
So they believe that they will last 25 years, but it may be 50 years. We have quite a bit of information on our website, David. It's responsiblebynature.com. Customers can find information on discounted bulbs. They can also find information on recycling. Xcel Energy provides free CFL recycling at Ace Hardware stores throughout the Colorado area.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, David. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Coming up next, how to tame the chaos with some organizing tips for the kids. Decor & You is a full-service interior design company. We're located in Highlands Ranch, and we've been here in Colorado for 10 years.
Usually the kind of clients that contact us are pretty busy, they don't have a lot of time to do this on their own, and they just want to have someone come into their home and make it feel the way they envision it. We pride ourselves on working with all kinds of budgets and being able to make someone comfortable when we come in their home, and it's a great experience. It should be fun. It shouldn't be stressful or overwhelming.
With Decor & You's design expertise, knowledge, and attention to detail, people can save money because they avoid costly mistakes and they also avoid wasting time. Our process usually starts with a 20-minute phone call, and that's our discovery phase where we learn more about your project, what you want to do in the space, and what your expectations are.
We'll then make an in-home consultation where we actually then go and see your space and sit down for about an hour and measure the space, take photographs of the space.
Then we go back to our office, and in 2 weeks we come back with a design presentation. This is when we show you 3 design options. All our design options are interchangeable. You can mix and match, and they were created based on conversations we had with you. Once you've selected the design option that you'd like to do in your home, we go back to our office and start the ordering process. We're there to manage your project from start to finish. We do everything in your home, from a simple paint consultation to accessorizing a room to decorating one room or your whole home. We do it all.
Call Decor & You now and get $250 off your interior design project. 303-346-2593. And be sure to watch Good Living by Design right here on KCDO this fall. It's a Denver area TV show with the Decor & You staff. Go to goodlivingbydesign.com for more information and past shows.
Today I'm here with Arlo, and we're going to talk about organizing your kids at every age. There's no better time to start organizing than at an early age. There's been lots of research done, and we all know that behavioral habits start at a very early age, so the earlier we start organizing, the better. So for an age group of about 2 to 4, we want to make it really fun. We want to make everything a game. So for a 2 to 4-year-old, we would suggest a dustpan and a broom. You can set a timer for 5 minutes and see how much they could clean up within that time frame. You ready to give it a try, Arlo? Okay, give it a try. Let's see you do it. Another really fun thing to do to keep kids' rooms neat and tidy is an old sock. Arlo, do you want to give this a try? If I was to put this on your hand, will you dust your countertops? All this is an old clean sock, and we can get Arlo to clean his room by using the old sock. So to really work on reading and pre-reading skills, we highly suggest that you label everything. So we've got just some containers here. These are just kitchen containers, and we've got everything labeled. So for a little girl, we might have hair bows. We've got some sidewalk chalk and crayons. So it's really good to keep all like things in the same container. We also have number containers. So we've got numbers 1, 2, and 3. So they might keep their socks in number 3, or their action figures in number 2. So anything to keep kids organized and to learn pre-reading skills is a great idea. This particular one is just a lunch box, and we labeled it cars. So it's a great spot for kids to keep their Matchbox cars. What we have here is some displayed art. So when your son or daughter comes home from school, it's a really good idea to frame it. Get some inexpensive frames and make sure that they all go up on the wall. Different colored plastic hangers are a great way to go. Arlo could learn that maybe all of his shirts might be hung with a yellow hanger, maybe blue would be sweatshirts, and orange could be his pants. So that's a great way to keep this age group organized. A great way to make different areas in your son or daughter's room would be to use a shoe organizer. So this might be the art section. You could stuff books and maybe hang this type of thing over in another area just to keep their rooms organized and sort of segregated. Let's go take a look on how we can get the teenagers organized. Okay, now we're going to talk about tweens and teens. This is a great time to get your kids organized and teach them about responsibility. When getting your kids organized, let them choose their own items. Odds are they're gonna use them if they choose them. So really kind of think out of the box. We've got some great baskets here. These can be used for iPods and chargers and calculators, anything that they might need for school. It's really important to have a desk and maybe even a filing cabinet in a teenager's or a tween's room. This teaches them to organize their papers that they might need for a later date, and it really just gives them an area where they can stay organized and focused with their homework. This is also a great organizer. This goes right next to their bed. They can put a book and maybe some homework that they're working on. They can stick their iPod or iTouch even in here just to stay organized. This is a super great time to start teaching your children how to organize. This is a great organizer. You can put whites, mediums, and darks separated in one unit. It keeps all the clothes up off the floor. And it's always great to teach your kids how to do laundry at an early age. I hope this has given you some great ideas from the age of 2 to the age of 18.
Coming up next, get some exercise with workouts you could do at home.
Hi, I'm Kim Sherman from Excel Energy, and this is your Good Living by Design energy saving tip. Your appliances and how you use them are the key to energy savings. Always run your dishwasher on full loads and do the same for your clothes washer. And make sure you use cold water when washing clothes. And if you're in the market for new appliances, look for an energy efficient one. You can identify them by searching for the Energy Star logo. The extra money you spend now will save you money in the long run.
Find videos, information, and expert interior design advice at goodlivingbydesign.com.
Dig in, gardening, cooking, and more. Get the latest advice, tips, and recipes at digincolorado.com. Dig In, presented by the Scotts Miracle Grow Company.
Interact with Good Living by Design on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Find the links at goodlivingbydesign.com.
Today we're here with Kathy Coots, and she is a fitness specialist, and she's going to show us how in the comfort of our home we can get an exercise program in for the day. So Kathy, tell me, how can I do this? How can I get an exercise in for the day in my busy schedule?
So I'm going to show you how to build strength in your muscles by using things that you have available to you in your own home. And you can use them to build strength in your muscles. Who would have thought?
Yeah, so you don't have to go out and buy anything.
So there's no excuse. You don't need any equipment. You just need your body, your cans of soup, your bottles of water, and a smile on your face. You can get a good workout. I'm going to start with basics. So we'll use real light soup cans. And we can use these soup cans to do bicep curls. You can use the soup cans to do tricep kickbacks. So you're working the front of the arm and the back of the arm. It's another great exercise that you can use.
Does that get rid of that jiggle part?
That gets rid of the jiggle in the back of your arm.
That's a good one for all of us.
You got to work your triceps to get rid of that jiggle in the back of your arm. If the soup can isn't enough, if you're not feeling it, you can grab a bottle of water, which is a little bit heavier, and you're getting that motion, you're getting that that resistance back there, so you're building strength in that muscle, and you do it.
Perfect.
You do a couple of repetitions, maybe 15 to 20 repetitions on one arm, and then you switch and do 15 to 20 repetitions on the other arm. You can use this bottle of water to do overhead tricep extensions. So
I'm going to try this out too. So I'm going to try it with this one. So what do I need to do here?
So you're holding on to the water bottle on both ends. You bring the water bottle up, and then you keep your elbows close to your head as you're flexing and extending the arm to work the back of the arm. So you should feel this.
I do feel that.
Yes, you should. Yes, you should. We'll use this bigger jug to do lower body exercises. So if I just stand here holding onto this jug like I would if I was waiting in line at the grocery store, I can just start bending and extending and moving into a squat position. So I'm going to imagine as if I'm placing it on the floor, but I'm not going to quite go there, and then I'm going to come back up. So I do that 15 to 20 times, and I'm building great strength in my quadricep.
So what else do we have that we can do within the home?
So I also have a kitchen counter. I think everybody has a kitchen counter.
I would hope
and
so.
I can use my kitchen counter for push-ups. So I'm holding onto the edge of my kitchen counter, and I'm just simply pressing up against it. I'm going to use that broomstick to do side leg lifts. So I'm going to put all my weight on one side, on one leg, and then I'm just going to move my leg out to the side.
Perfect. So now doing a side leg lift, what muscle group are we working?
So I'm working the outer thigh.
Okay.
If I'm doing my side leg lifts out to the side, if I'm going to I'm going to hold on to my counter so I can do the inner thigh. And I'll just put the broomstick on the inside of the foot, and I'll cross it over the center, over the midline of my body. So I'm getting my abductors.
So it's just like those fancy machines at the gym where you actually have to put the band on your leg and then you push it, or they have the thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just using your broomstick instead.
Who would have thought that? Now, I know you were telling me there was one that you can do with your kitchen table, so I'm really interested to know what this one is.
Yes, you can use your kitchen table. So we'll start with the kitchen chairs. I'm going to do some tricep work, again working the back of that arm so you can get rid of that jiggle. We're going to hold on to the edge of the chair, slide our butts off the chair, bring the feet slightly further away from the body, and then just bend the elbows and lower down. Lift and lower. So this is a great exercise. Great exercise. You'll see it in the gym. Everybody in the gym is doing tricep dips. If we're starting to build that strength and we're able to move into a more advanced version of the exercise, then we can simply put two chairs close together, put our legs on top of one chair, and slide our butts off of the other chair, and then do those tricep kickbacks, those tricep dips from here.
So you were saying there's something else too that you want to show us?
My favorite exercise to do in my kitchen is using my kitchen table. I use my kitchen table for pull-ups. So I go down to the floor, and I'm sitting on the floor, and then I hold onto the table. I bend my knees to modify the exercise, and I come up and down. So I'm going to play peekaboo with that window in front of me.
Wow, Kathy, that is amazing that you can use the table like that. I would never have thought you could do a pull-up with the table.
It's a great, great exercise. Wonderful for building strength in your upper body. And it's a great way to start building up to doing a super G.I. Jane pull-up.
That is just wonderful. And I hope all of you out there realize you have no excuse now. You must go out and exercise right here in the comforts of your home and your kitchen. So Kathy, thank you so much for helping us out.
Thank
you.
And
I hope you've all learned a lot today. Thank you.
Up next, some fabulous and fresh kids menus.
Hi, my name is Roger Francis and I'm with Allstate Insurance, and I'm here to talk to you about teen drivers and texting. Most people don't realize the average text takes 5 seconds, and at 55 miles an hour you've traveled the length of a football field without paying any attention to the road. Another fact that most people don't know is that texting makes you 23 times more likely to have an accident than not texting. That's the same as having a blood alcohol content of 0.08. That's like drinking 4 beers and getting in your car and driving home. Allstate's new program, X the Text, has a lot of good information for teens and their parents about distracted driving and its dangers. What you need to do is to go to allstate.com/teen and check out the information that we have there about teen driving and the things that you can do to be safer.
Hi, I'm Lenore.
I'm Jen.
And we're here from Decor & You in Highlands Ranch, a full-service interior decorating company.
And we have something great to share with you today. It's Decor Room in a Box.
If you love to shop, the Decor Room in a Box is perfect for you. It allows you to control your own makeover in your own time and still get the advice of a professional designer.
It's a fun and easy process, and when you get to our website, you click on Virtual Interior Designer, and you'll fill out a style questionnaire where you ask questions about your style, taste, provide dimensions, photographs for us, and in 4 to 6 weeks, you get a beautiful box back filled with everything you need to execute that design plan.
Inside the box, you'll see a custom design that's made especially for you. It comes with a customized design plan that shows you all the furniture items that we specify. It also has the space plan that's drawn to scale, and would also have all the items and will tell you where everything goes.
My favorite part is when the box comes, you get all the goodies inside. We send you everything necessary for your custom look, which includes all of the fabric samples necessary to complete the design and exactly where they go and how much to use. We have our upholstery samples here, as well as we always include a paint palette and the color selections for that. And here at Decor & You, we like to include wallpaper in our designs, and you get the sample as well for that.
Also in the box, you'll find the furniture finishes as well as the stain for your furniture. If we specify hardware, you also get the finish of the hardware that you need to use. This is my favorite part. This is our flip book. And this is everything you need, from photos of all the items that we specified in your design, and in the back you'll see the measurements and the colors, so that when you go shopping you have everything that you need to put your room together. That's Decor Room in a Box. We made it easy and fun for you.
Go to decorandyouhr.com and click on Virtual Interior Design and order your box today.
Hi, I'm here at La Sandia in Park Meadows, and I'm actually looking at their kids menu, which is fantastic, and have a few options here to show you, but I think Chef Patrick is coming out with more. Here you are.
Hey Lenore, how you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
Wonderful.
This looks great.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about the menus that you have for kids, because I've been looking at it and they're just not the typical burgers and fries that you see in other restaurants.
Well, thank you, Lenore. Well, as most people know, we have our chicken fingers, our burritos, our quesadillas, our enchiladas, and it's something we really show everybody what we have here. What people don't know about La Sandia is that we cater to special menus, special needs, special diets. What we have is we have corn tortillas. We can do them with corn tortillas, and instead of the rice and beans, we can do it with veggies.
And you know what people don't know, I think you mentioned this to me before, it's like this is a vegetarian meal, like beans and rice are
Absolutely.
Really vegetarian and good for vegetarians.
Yes, ma'am. It's 100% vegetarian. We use veggie stock. There's no animal product whatsoever, and 100% gluten-free and vegetarian.
So have you always had the gluten-free in your menu?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wow.
We always had it since day one. Just a lot of people don't know about it.
When people bring their kids, they're always worried that, you know, they need to be cramped up in a restaurant and be kept quiet. But then a patio, like, it's just nice to bring your kids here and have them, you know, like, just enjoy the dinner, the outside, the view.
Oh, absolutely.
The great weather of Colorado.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having us. I mean, it's just nice to have, you know, a restaurant that caters to kids. You know, like, as a parent, we're always worried about like what to feed our kids,
Absolutely.
and we're always sick and tired of just the regular choices that you see in other places. But it's just nice that you have other options.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure.
Now we're headed across the way to check another menu. Thanks so much, Patrick.
Well, thank you for coming in.
We're here at Brio Tuscan Grill, another fabulous restaurant at the Vistas in Park Meadows. And I'm here standing next to Chad Ashley, General Manager of Brio. Chad, thank you for having us today. I was just looking at your fantastic kids menu. And you do have the staples, like you do have chicken fingers, cheeseburgers, mac and cheese, but I also see that you have a ton of other options that are here that are great for kids.
At Brio, we strive to be a kid-friendly restaurant as well. Brio loves kids, and we love to have families and kids at our restaurant whenever we have the opportunity. So it was important to us to have a menu that is appealing to kids as we have a meal that's very appealing to adults. So just a few of the basic items that we have on our kids menu. We have a build-your-own pizza. On this one, we selected to have mushrooms, pepperoni, and of course, Italian sausage. And then this is a kid's chicken parmesan. This is a pasta with an herb butter sauce, chicken, fontina cheese, and marinara and parmesan cheese on the top. And then we have a few fresh options also that are a little bit healthy. We have a grilled chicken that's served with mashed potatoes and a vegetable, grilled pork chop served with mashed potatoes and a vegetable, and then grilled salmon served with our Tuscan mashed potatoes and a vegetable also. And these are great gluten-free options, as well as just a little bit more of a healthy option for young growing kids. And then we have our kids' ravioli. That's a cheese ravioli with a marinara sauce, fairly basic but a great tasting dish. And then two salads, a Caesar salad, and then our house salad for kids as well.
Yeah, I love that you have a variety of options. Like, I love that you serve salad, because then normally like they'll just have the cheeseburgers and the pizza and not even think about like having that greens in their body. But I do love that you have the salad, and I do love that you have salmon, that you have a fish option for them as well. So talk to me about it a little bit about the gluten-free menu. Like you said, this has been on your menu since you've opened the restaurant, or?
We recently developed a gluten-free menu for adults, and gluten-free menus are a little bit tough. They're very complex to execute, so we wanted to make sure that we were going to get it right before we introduce it to our adults. However, these items are gluten-free that we have for kids. They're simply a protein, a mashed potato, and a vegetable. And we can really create and custom create things for kids as well as adults, whether it be gluten-free or dealing with any sort of allergy restriction that our guests might have.
Well, Chad, thanks so much for having us. Brio is such a great location. If you have a special occasion that you want to bring your kids, it's such a nice option for you to entertain, have that special occasion, bring your kids over. They have a nice, wonderful open kitchen in the back that I know the kids will enjoy. Thank you again.
My pleasure.
Thanks for watching Good Living by Design. I hope we've given you some bright ideas for lighting. Thanks to our friend at Urban Lights and Excel Energy. Also, hope you've gotten some good tips for organizing for kids. And after all that organizing, how about some dinner at La Sandia and Brio Tuscan Grill here at the Vistas in Park Meadows. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
So those are some of the 3 tasks of life. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
All this today at Good Living. What is it?
This fixture collection features...
Coming up next, get a little bit of exercise with what? Coming up next, get some exercise with, no. Coming up next, cross your eyes, jump 3 times.